Hey everyone, some very dramatic things happening in the real estate market in Panama City Beach and on 30A. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, still in sort of home office edition here. Let's get right to it. You know, we've been tracking this graph. If you've watched any of these videos, Showing Time, what you're looking at here comes from a company called Showing Time, which is a company that real estate agents and brokers use to schedule showing appointments. So if a buyer wants to go out and look at a condo or a house they're thinking about making an offer on, the agent may use this service to schedule that appointment. So very early on, I wanted to track the number of people getting out and looking at real estate because that can help us understand how many offers were going to be written, how many contracts were going to be written, and eventually how many closings were going to happen 30, 45 days later. And that's going to help us assess the health of the market. So we knew real early on that we were going to fall off. Look at all the way down to early April. We were off in the state of Florida. We were off 64% in showings. In other words, 64% fewer people were getting out and looking in real estate than normal. And normal was compared to kind of an average of the last few years. And in fact, when you look at 2019, what you're looking at here in the chart here, last year was a very active year at the same time. We had been up 21%. So if you think about it, we were 85% fewer people were out looking at real estate this time at the end of March, early April, when you compare it to last year. But look at what's happened since then. Since the middle of April, it's been a really, really, really steady rise in the number of people getting out and looking at property. And I think if you've been watching these at all, we're tracking the number of new contracts that are being written, and it's almost just falling right in line. Not surprising with people getting out and looking at real estate. A little pullback here. Mother's Day weekend can be a little hit and miss. Sometimes it's a little slow. We all want to spend time with mom, and mom may not want to go out and look at houses. But look at where we've ended up as of yesterday. We're only down 14% in people going out to look at real estate when compared to last year. We were up about 3.6%. So it's only about a 17% difference. And think about this. This includes, or this is factoring in, this is the entire state of Florida, and vacation rental ban is still in place. I would contend that we don't have near the numbers in the state of people visiting. And a number of those people normally are the ones that will buy some real estate while they're here, or they plan a vacation around a time when they're thinking about buying. So we're only off 14%, and there's still a ban keeping people from coming in. So I know we're still recovering. I know there's a lot of difference of opinion out there with regards to coronavirus. I'm not here to get into that. I'm here to just kind of look at the data as it pertains to real estate. So again, considering that we're only down 14% in people getting out looking at real estate, and we still have a lot of people that aren't in town who want to look at real estate, the market is very, very healthy. So let's take a look at this other chart that we're tracking. I put this together to look at how many new contracts are actually being written right now. And let's compare that to this time last year. Now, so I've pulled this into three different markets: the Panama City Beach homes market, the Panama City Beach condos market. I wanted to split those up because there's so many condos in PCB, and then the 30A market. If we start looking at the 30A market, that was the yellow line. Look at how far it kind of lagged behind for a while, down as much as 80% in the number of new contracts being written in any given week when you compare it to the year before. But look at what's happened ever since the beaches opened. Restaurants and retail have opened back up, and it's gone from down 80%, 67%, 61%. This recovery actually even started before everything was open. Now recovering to down 43%, 37%, and last week only down 12%. And again, vacation rentals aren't open yet. Things are looking very good out on 30A. If you look at the Panama City Beach condos market, the number of new contracts written was very similar. It had tanked down to about 79%, 75% off year over year. But look at recovery there: 58%, down 46%, and all the way up to just down 10% as of the end of last week. The Panama City Beach homes market actually had recovered a little earlier. I think everyone was a little gun shy. This is still where you saw a lot of decline and people actually looking at real estate. But as you saw that the number of showings was picking up, a lot of that was residential. And look at the numbers there. In fact, we had a really huge week. 39 homes went under contract in Panama City Beach 2 weeks ago, which when you compare that to this time last year was like 93% up. That's sort of a combination of probably a little lull in one week last year, but also a very, very good week in writing contracts. I think we ended up in this chart down 27%, but still, considering that when you take into account that the vacation rental ban is still in place and it's difficult for people to come into town, and people still staying away for the people that don't want to get out and travel quite yet. The real estate market is in a very, very healthy place. We'll be in touch next week with another update to show you what's going on. I can kind of already tell you that those numbers are going to continue to improve, as busy as we've been already, and it's only Tuesday. We've had a very active Monday and Tuesday morning in listings coming up, new properties coming up for sale, and contracts being negotiated. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Again, I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Hope you found this helpful. Be well, stay healthy.